Why are all the games that 4Pixels is playing depressing? The least depressing is Persona 3, and that's saying something.
Alright, well, time to get back to the story proper.
There's no data for Chapter 2.
Okay,
Let's
I
do
thought it would
this thing.
continue from... Right. Yes.
Oh,
Phew!
hello.
That should just about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. Why can't the boys' class reps take care of the grunt work? Yeah. Frickin' Kichinuma. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks. And he expects me to lug around the damned pommel horse?
Is that the pole? Is that the thing that you vault over?
Yeah, it's those things right there on the right.
Those would look pretty heavy, honestly.
Naomi, that is one pretty sight.
Touch the butt.
Huh? What is? That booty you got.
Naomi, she clearly wants to hold your hand.
I mean, I think she wants to hold something. What?
I mean,
Yours is way cuter.
is this what girls talk about in the locker room?
Of course. And we also grab each other's boobs, because, you know, that's what girls do.
I mean, I've known a few girls and they say they actually do that sometimes. So,
Mine's all plump like a duck's.
some people like that.
What are you saying? You've got what they call childbearing hips. It's a good thing.
Please stop.
Yeah, I don't want to be thinking about that.
You guys are like 14. You need to stop. I forgot this happened.
It means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease.
You realize that the stress of giving birth actually reduces a woman's lifespan. That's how bad it is.
I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that.
Why?
You do have a certainly motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day.
Is that Japan's way of being like, hey kids, have kids?
Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy real happy. Hmm? Why do you say that? Oh wait, you have to have sex to have kids, right? I forgot about that part.
Mating. And after that really happy moment, we're here again.
No. No!
Chapter 2. Thanks for that opening. Opening old wounds. Hello, teacher. You don't have the weird boob pockets anymore. Thank God. You can't tell me that wasn't weird.
It was very weird. Like, I don't usually like bagging on things, but I honestly think I could draw better sprites than the Steam version.
I think that was like really old like back when the game originally came out. Cause
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Whatever.
Wasn't that Nakashima's voice?
Wait, did you hear the no?
She was screaming.
My babies!
What do? I can't let anything happen to my students.
Oh, they have 3 people. Nice.
Shinozaki, it's alright. Please calm down.
She's the one prone to panic attacks, right?
She's the one who likes scaring other people to cover up for her own fear. So yeah, I think so. But you heard it too, outside. Her voice. I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I'd give her a paper bag to breathe into, but there aren't any around.
I never understood what it's supposed to do.
I just think it's a way to sort of help moderate your breathing, because, like, when you breathe out, the bag can only get so big, so that reminds you to breathe in, so it's a way to sort of pace your breathing.
That makes sense.
I guess all I can do is try to calm her breathing before she passes out. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. Maybe it was the building settling. I'll go check it out though and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay? Miss Yui! Wait! Don't leave us! Shinozaki.
It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. I'm the cool one.
Okay.
As soon as she walks out the door, he just falls to the floor. Or, better yet, how about I go take a look, and you wait here?
Not a chance, until I can verify everyone's safety.
But I'm the cool one.
I want to keep you two out of harm's way.
Well, okay, I guess. Be careful though. I kinda look like Bakugo from Boku no Hero. Look, she'll be fine. Jeez.
I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time.
No problem.
I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts, like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students...
Bit late for that.
I can feel newfound energy welling up from within me.
Agreed, Minnie. Teacher is best.
That's sure, but not Minnie.
Oops. I forget names.
I feel like, if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult.
But you are a level-headed adult.
Valor, thy name is education.
Lady, this is well above your pay grade.
Yeah. Alright, let's check down here first.
I mean, I would do the same if I were in her situation, but I would be like, yeah, I'm pretty scared too.
Aha! Hmm? There's something here.
A crystal shining with a faint purple glow is nestled amongst the debris on the ground. Take it. Acquired Power Stone. If I remember correctly, we need that. But Miss Yui, I think that really was a scream we heard. Hmm? Did you find something?
Yeah, some kind of gemstone lying on the ground.
Looks like a ruby, or... no, probably an amethyst? But what are the crystal gems?
Shinuma, you can identify gemstones. Jade? No, not really. Shinazaki's the one to ask for that kind of stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought my internet dropped again.
Is that so? Well, then maybe I should give it to her.
I think you might need to keep it. I don't remember exactly.
Nah, now's not the time for that.
I really do think that was Nakashima's voice we heard, though.
I agree, and I'm going to try finding her. But I need you to stay here with Shinazaki, okay?
Okay. If memory serves...
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Alrighty. It's a key, isn't it?
To the infirmary? The label on the key reads 3A. Take it. Acquired Classroom 3A key. No teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. That makes no sense.
That's discrimination.
Return home immediately. Those who remain here will go hungry and die of starvation. Well, that's delightful.
That reminds me. Poor Monet is all alone. He must be one hungry kitty by now.
Oh no, she has a cat. A disturbingly large amount of human hair is crammed into the cabinet, filling each shelf to overflowing. Looking closely, There are an excessive number of bugs excitedly scampering all over. The sight alone is enough to make Coco skin crawl.
Yeah.
I mean, if there were spiders, definitely.
Oh yes.
Heavenly Post. Breaking news. Serial kidnapping ends in Moida. Where's Phoenix right when you need him?
I think we read this already. Yeah.
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 I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but
Don't say that, Shades.
I could be wrong.
I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was.
You know what?
A lot of these areas the same. It's odd to me, because
If you remember that Spirit described how it's all the same building, but just different, like, dimensional spaces.
okay.
So the maps always will be the same, but you can't see each other.
Yeah, Sensei. 一人でどうしたの?
Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself?
教室で3人で震えてるの。
Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you?
生徒の悲鳴が聞こえたから様子を見に行くんです。
I'll have you know I heard one of my students screaming and have set out to find her.
でも
I see. Regrettably,
この旧校舎はいくつもの次元が重なって
that won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. See, that was a better description than the one the other one gave us.
いたとしても存在する
In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions,
その者同士が出会う
are evil for no reason, which means you two can never meet.
もっとも死んで死体や霊魂にでもなればあるいは
Sherb got caught by the bot. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another, or
奴らのように次元間を
maybe you can find some means of traversing the planes freely, as they do.
だからその生徒が悲鳴を上げた場所に
Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot from which your student's scream emanated,
会えなければあんたにできることなんて
she herself may not be there, and if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it.
声が聞こえたもの。
But I heard her voice.
確かに
Fear transcends dimensions.
さっきこの学校
It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently. Children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students.
ここでは時間も次元も
But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you'd assume here. They're fragmented.
悲鳴が聞こえたってそれは今発せられた声なんだ
You say you heard a scream? That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago.
別の次元で何時間
Or
も前に上がった
perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previous.
数時間先の悲鳴なのかも
It may even have been an echo from the future. Who's to say?
影響し合ってはいるが必ずしも並列に動く
With this phenomenon as it is, it's entirely possible for two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync. That's not how you spell sync, I think.
I think it is.
I always stop at the C, but I could be wrong.
だからってじっとしてなんていられません。どいて。
It doesn't matter. I can just ignore that. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go my merry way. Step aside.
He doesn't have feet. He can't step anywhere.
That was rather rude. You could have just gone around him, but no. I had to order him around.
She has to be defiant. The shelves are filled with just about every variety of cutting implement. Kitchen knives, surgical tools, chisels, etc. all appear unusually sharp. You might want to step away from that. With so many metal tools in one place, this cabinet must be exceptionally heavy. Don't touch it more. Oh. Oh no. Step aside? Why don't you fuck off, you damn corporeal. See, this is why you don't be rude to ghosts.
Yeah. And earthquake! That thing's gonna fall on her.
Run. Don't just stand there. Ah. It's filled with sharp objects. In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. Yeah, I remember this too, Sherb. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students. You're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them. I mean, that's a very negative look on teachers, but...
This really hurts.
I would imagine. You're all the same. Every last one of you. And it won't be taken in by your lies anymore.
Taken in?
When you see a problem among your kids, you just keep your distance. Because you sure wouldn't want to get involved. Have to keep up appearances, right? Yeah, Vapis, definitely teachers like that. I've had a few. You can just pick out the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them. You're just raging at them.
That's not...
I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once.
You're wrong.
All of your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls. If they don't succumb to depression and kill themselves first. There's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths, just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Is he pushing down the cabinet?
I don't know. I think it's probably more that she's struggling to get up, but since it's so heavy, it's just probably driving the knives and everything into her more. Or maybe he is, but who knows.
I don't want to imagine that feeling. Any last words, bitch? I'll tell them to your students that I end their miserable lives. He's so angry. Why are you angry?
Bear.
Come again.
みんなを
Bear my students.
だって
What was that?
あのたちは助けてお願い
Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just please spare their lives.
親でもないくせに
They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them?
嘘つきね
Filthy liar. Did you know? When you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity.
潰されて死ぬ
And I'm gonna crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable, and you're gonna feel that pain every moment of every day, forevermore.
自分を助けてと言えよ正直に
Ask me to spare you. That's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life.
あの子たちはひどい目に遭わせないで
Don't you harm a hair on their heads, you hear me?
強情
You're one stubborn little bitch. Oh, she spit up blood. Oh, okay.
骨が折れてるかも
This is excruciating. I think my rib cage is broken.
何かがすごい力で上から押さえつけてる
Feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force.
意識が
I'm losing consciousness.
きた
苦しいんだい
Does it hurt?
そのまま潰れ
Oh,
てしま
poor
う
baby.
生き返るみたいな格好だね
Your corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road. What is... Okay.
みんな
Everybody
生き延び
live.
Oh no.
好きよ
I love you all. Read the dots. There's one number per line. Every time I see dolls like that, I'm reminded of that anime Rosario Maiden, I think it's called. I've heard of that, but I've never actually watched it myself. All right. It reads. I cannot make that out. Ooh. Wow, what a bad sister. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 3, 7, 2, 5. 3, 7, 2, 5. Is this a piccolo? It's pretty worn. Well, there's something in the lid. Have a piece of sheet music which reads Requiem. Hmm. And that means we probably have another piece of sheet music that we can find somewhere in here.